Okay. Call the meeting to order, 11:41.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you very much. In the event of an emergency and a call to evacuate the building is made, need assistance, outside, please assemble at a safe distance away from the building.
Thank you. Roll call, please.
Mr. Hanky,
Here.
Mrs. Fedler, Mr. Ferguson, Mr. Shaw,
Here.
Mr. Hall, Mr. Fisher,
Here.
Mr. Baker,
Here.
Mr. Nolan, Mr. O'Brien,
Here.
Mr. Hahn,
Here.
Mr. Campbell,
Here.
Mr. Skelly, Mr. Hogan, Mr. Wilson,
Here.
Mrs. Clary, Mr. Wang, Mr. Rosell.
Thank you. Okay, we're having a special meeting. Could the clerk please read the notice of the special meeting?
By letter dated July 23rd, 2024, you are hereby directed to call a special meeting of the Board of Supervisors for Tuesday, July 30th, 2024 at 11 a.m. for the following purpose. 1, consider resolutions to award bids for Middle Falls Barn. 2, such other business as may properly come before it. Sincerely, Robert Hanky, Chairman.
Any supervisory privilege to the floor? Seeing none, I will ask the clerk to read the resolves only, starting with resolution 235.
Number 235 by Supervisors Fedler, Wilson, Nolan, Baker, Hahn. Title: Resolution in opposition to the closure of the Great Meadow Correctional Facility in the town of Fort Anne. Resolved that the Board of Supervisors hereby states its opposition to the closure of the Great Meadow Correctional Facility, and be it further resolved, the closure of the Great Meadow Correctional Facility be reconsidered and in lieu of reconsideration be stayed until such time as the proper economic impact be prepared and reviewed, and those impacted by the closure have proper and suitable time to review and consider any and all options that they may avail themselves to in order to plan for the safety, security, and future prosperity of themselves and family. And be it further resolved that a copy of this resolution be forwarded to Governor Hochul, Senators Steck and Ashby, Assemblyman Simpson, Warner, and Bennett, and allow the members of the New York State Commission of Corrections, Alan Riley, Yolanda Canty, and Elizabeth Gaines.
Thank you. Move on to the consideration of resolutions.
Resolution number 230 by Supervisor Skelly, Shaw, Roselle, Hall, Nolan, Wang. Title: to award bid 2024-25 Washington County Middle Falls new DPW facility for general construction contract.
Moved by Supervisor Skelly, second. Fedler, Shaw, Fisher, Baker, O'Brien, Campbell, Wilson, Clary, Wang, and Noland. Discussion. Mr. Skelly.
I'm very frustrated on the prices of these things.
Still got nothing.
You know, you guys will carry the day and we'll get this done because we need this bill.
Comment, Mr. Campbell.
He's not wrong. I mean, the prices are ridiculous. This is a different situation for some reason because totally agree with everything Jay said, but I have to vote us for the opposite reason. It's just where we're at. And the bidding has got to the point where actually the way we're made to do it now, I do believe it caused the cost to rise for our municipalities. Because if we could have, there's certain things we could have done in our own town that we could have gotten people to work for less than what these bid prices are in legal. So you have to follow the rules, and the rules are kind of making it go this way. There's a lot of that's state government right now. This just happens to be one of many.
Comments? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Resolution number 231 by Supervisor Skelly, Shaw, Roselle, Hall, Nolan, Wang, title to award bid 2024-26, Washington County Middle Falls new DPW facility for electrical construction contract.
Kelly, second. Fedler. Fisher. Brian, Campbell, Wilson, Clary, Wang, and Noland. Discussion. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried.
Resolution number 232 by Supervisor Skelly, Shaw, Roselle, Hall, Nolan, Wang, title to award bid 2024-27, Washington County Middle Falls new DPW facility for plumbing construction contract.
By Supervisor Skelly, second. Fedler, Fisher, O'Brien, Wilson, Clary, Wang, and Noland. Discussion. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried.
Resolution number 233 by Supervisor Skelly, Shaw, Roselle, Hall, Nolan, Wang, title award bid 2024-28, Washington County Middle Falls new DPW facility for mechanical construction contract.
By Supervisor Skelly, second. Fedler, Fisher, O'Brien, Wilson, Clary, Wang, and Noland. Discussion. All those in favor?
Aye.
Resolution number 234 by Supervisor Skelly, Shaw, Roselle, Hall, Nolan, Wang, title to award bid 2024-29, Washington County Middle Falls new DPW facility for site construction contract.
Supervisor Skelly, second. Fedler, Fisher, O'Brien, Campbell, Wilson, Clary, Wang, and Noland. Discussion. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried.
Resolution number 235 by Supervisors Fedler, Wilson, Nolan, Baker, Han, title resolution in opposition to the closure of the Great Meadow Correctional Facility in the town of Fort Anne.
Chairman, moving resolution number 235.
Supervisor Fedler, second. Fisher, Baker, Brian, Han, Campbell, Skelly, Wilson, Clary, Wang, and Nolan. Discussion.
Before everybody votes, I'm gonna state what I stated in the committee meeting. Not trying to be the 18th supervisor. And I don't disagree with the sentiment of this resolution, but when we have special meetings, the agenda is limited to what's on the agenda. And while we do have a kind of the old catch-all other business here, this resolution really doesn't relate to the other subject matter of the special meeting. But as I said, I'm the attorney. You have the ability to accept or reject my advice as you see fit. I just had to say that. Thank you.
Yeah, you're always, especially her, she's going down now.
30, Dan. It says that, or else that may come before the board, right, Rob, where that phrase is? This is before the board and you come out of committee?
I think at this point, Mr. Chairman, if it had been something else related to the highway barn that we didn't know it until the last minute, some last minute snafu, I think that would have been covered because it related to the subject of the resolution, which was for the highway barn. But this is in no way related to the highway barn. And usually, and I realize I haven't had this position very long. Usually when you do a special meeting notice, you pretty much say, here's what the meeting's about, and that's it. There's usually not a, at least in my catch all other things that may come before.
Thank you.
Campbell.
Move his statement from my line of thinking because this has a far bigger impact on our county. Huge time is of the essence. We have no idea if it has the ability to make a difference, but the sooner the better are going to make a difference. So therefore,
From my perspective, I'd like to say, appreciate Dan's perspective, and this is entirely on me. I'm the chairman. If, something happens, it's on me. I did want to make a quick comment on the drafting of this resolution. There's several people that contributed. There's 2 or 3 sitting in this room. So I appreciate the input and the intelligence and the passion that goes into doing this particular resolution. Discussion. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Supervisors' comments. Joe Bryan.
And everyone that Sunday at the Fort Ann Super Stop is a rally. Giving Great Meadow. There will be our legislatures there. They will be speaking about direction of the closure, but showing our support for them.
Campbell.
just to remind everybody that our official, the Honorable Dan Steck, has an online version of what he would like us to sign to or of not closing Great Meadow. So I urge everybody to go online and do that. I think it's a good job by the Senator. Appreciate it.
Okay, I will not be there at the rally. I will be away that day. So I hope Mr. O'Brien goes and reads.
Back next week and tell us what a great thing it was. After he
Okay.
gets assigned it.
Hearing no other supervisors' comments.